welcome to the stream, though, for those of you who are just joining us. Let me take out the Alaska. We haven't played the Alaska for a while. Does anyone have any tips for aiming? I just play often. Auto aim will get you close, but you usually need to add a little bit of extra lead when using auto aim. So if you use auto aim to lock onto a target, then just add a little bit of extra. Usually, depending on the situation. If they're slow or if they're sitting behind an island stationary, auto aim will be pretty much perfect. But if they're moving, you definitely want to try to lead just a little bit more than auto aim is telling you. Also, pay attention to their smoke if they're stationary. Sometimes you'll see that it changes from being stationary to reverse or stationary to forward. Pay attention to that. Watch the wake off the bow of the ship. When you're going slow, the wake won't be there. But as soon as you speed up, the wake actually kicks up first. So you'll be able to see that somebody's speeding up. Just little keys that you can key in on. Alright, we got two Z44s on the enemy team. We got Pricey Potato already in here. Come on, guys, really? Oh, look, it's CZ789X. It's the same guy that was in the last match in the Montana. Interesting. Interesting. Not saying that they're, stream sniping, but it is pretty interesting that we've already seen Pricey in the chat. And the last guy was sus from him immediately dodging 2 salvos of Shima torps when he shouldn't have known where I was. The moment I launched the torps. So, yeah. I can assume that the Yama is probably watching the stream at this point. Get that shot off. Pay attention to my right. I'm still spotted, so there's somebody right out here. Oh, look, it's the guy that's potentially watching the stream. Now, I turned in, so hopefully his shells overshoot. So they've got a destroyer here, most likely. I still got spotted. They've got somebody here. All right. Our battleship is broadside to these two Yamas, which is never a good idea. They're not in the cap, but there's definitely a destroyer over here. 100%. Oh, shit. Oh. Turn, Alaska! Oh, look! This guy's gonna go out of it. Oh, it's a Conqueror. Okay. I thought that was the Yama. Okay, so we have a Yama, and a Conqueror. And my teammates are shooting at somebody else rather than this Yama that's right here, huh? This guy cannot aim for shit, and I am so glad. Problem is, I'm about to run out of room. Please finish the turn. Please finish the turn. Good hit. We got our first proc on our main battery reload booster. Matt's XG coming in with the $2 Canadian. Thank you so much. Don't read this. Keep your eyes on the seas. Are you trying to get me killed? And soft cover. Ah! See, I looked down for a second to read chat. This is what happens every time. Darn it, man. I was doing so well and I looked down to read chat. Now I get slapped. It's your fault. Soft cover, thank you so much. Can I do a video on overmatching? I can't understand it, and I'm not sure what overmatches what. Okay, I've done several videos that I go over the overmatch mechanic. If you want to check out, or if you want to listen to what I say about it, I highly recommend you check out any of my Path 2 series, especially for the battleships, because I oftentimes will talk about overmatching in those. There are entire playlists dedicated to the Path 2 series, where I get very specific about overmatching, armor angles, where's a weak spot of specific armor profiles, and so on and so forth. So highly recommend you check those out. I may do a specific video on overmatching, but honestly, at this point, it really doesn't do me much good because people just don't like look up tutorial videos anymore. Like early on in the game's history, they did. So that's why I made some like quick guides and stuff. I'm scared here because if I come around this corner, my mast is too tall for this island. And I know that there are 2 Yamas and a Conqueror here waiting to shoot me. Now, the other side of it is, look at this guy. He is literally staring right at me, and I have not been spotted. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck me. You've got to be shitting me. Please, please, please. Okay. We need to be careful here. We're gonna go for the gap here. I should be able to use the island cover for the most part. Yeah, those were completely ghost shells. Love to see it. I would have loved to have come around the corner and slapped that Yama's broadside because I know I'd have killed him. But there's not much I can do about this. There's just too much firepower here for a fucking Alaska to deal with. So I'm just gonna use the island as best I can, keep myself concealed, let my battleship spot, since my battleship is here, and just do as much as we can. If this guy over-angles much further in his Yama, we will definitely punch him in the mouth. But for now, we're just going to farm the Conqueror. I could switch to HE here, and it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. But I'm really hoping that these guys, or that my battleship can stay. Okay, Yama's reversing. Look at that accuracy, though. That is nasty. Needed to aim a little bit more. The Conqueror started reversing as well. Our repub is kind of going whole ham, which is not ideal. We're going to spot it by the plane. That's not good. We're going to have to go forward, try to limit their ability to shoot me. He shouldn't be able to shoot me from this spot. Conqueror may hit me here. Yeah, and of course he hits me with like 3 shells, gets a double fire.
The ship is on fire.
Okay, those two take each other out. I still have one battleship behind me who is almost dead already in a Montana, of course. There we go. That's the hit we were looking for. Problem is, I'm the one spotting. Now, I have no trouble going up against battleships in my Alaska, but I can't go up against multiple battleships. It's the only thing that they can shoot.
I need help.
The Repub got rid of one of them. Our Montana has lost a good chunk of his hit points. If these guys come around the corner being overly aggressive, we have a chance here. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. We should be able to tear this freaking Conqueror up from here. Okay, we hit his belt. Oh my god, that is disgusting amounts of damage for HE, man. Alright, we need to aim a little bit higher on this guy. I hit his belt. We should be able to hit this guy for 12 to 15k here. If we can actually get the shells to stop hitting his belt! Alright, we're gonna get slapped, and we just used our damage con. Hit the superstructure. There we go. 16k. That's what I'm talking about. Montana, do it to him, baby. Huge hit. Thank you, Montana. All right. Hit superstructure again. Upper side plating. Left him alive. He is gonna. Okay, that was lag. All right, we have a superstructure though.
The ship is on fire.
Get rid of him.
Battleship sunk.
Put out the fire. We can absolutely citadel this Yama from here.
Problem solved, sir.
Oh my god, he got me. But we did slap him back. We got 2 citadels on him. We put up 140k. Unfortunately, our 2 battleships did not do enough damage. Like, we did most of the damage. The Montana did slap the Conqueror there at the end, but we needed the Repub and the Montana to be a little bit better. But we did 140k. We did our job. And this Yama should not have a chance to win this match. He's got a destroyer nearby. We just got very unfortunate, man. That Conqueror hit us for half our hit points with HE. Like, that's just stupid. That's the power of the Conqueror's HE. It's insane. And then, of course, the Yama on his last shot gets perfect railgun accuracy straight through the bow of the ship and takes all my health. So, we did our job. 140k, can't really complain with it. We didn't have any spotting. If we could have gotten some spotting early, like if this destroyer had come over at any point during the match and actually tried to support the side by spotting, I could have used that island a little bit more. I may have been able to get a shot on that broadside Yama early, which would have maybe saved our Repub. But other than that, I can't really complain. This was a pretty solid shot, or a pretty solid game. But yeah, soft cover. As I was saying about the whole overmatching thing. So I'll just explain it real quick for everybody. Like, the Yama overmatches my bow there. Why does the Yama overmatch my bow? I have a 32mm bow. The only ships in the game that overmatch a 32mm bow are the Yama and the Musashi. They have 460mm guns. To do the calculation for overmatching, you can do it one of two ways. The number that you need to remember is 14.3, okay? And you can either multiply your armor in millimeters by 14.3, and that gives you the gun size in millimeters that overmatch your armor. So, in instance, our 32mm bow there, you multiply 32 by 14.3, and that gives us 457.6 millimeters, which is why the 18-inch guns of the Yama, which are 460 millimeters, overmatch and can shoot straight through, completely ignoring armor angles and everything. That's what overmatching is. Overmatching means your guns are big enough to ignore any angling of the armor whatsoever. It'll just pass straight through and do damage. But 18-inch guns of the British, of the Americans, and other 18-inch guns, which are 457 millimeters, are not big enough to overmatch 32 millimeters of bow armor, or armor in general. It doesn't just mean bow armor.